Shiba Eternity download day was a massive success, and the game managed to rank #1 in some countries, including the United States, in the card category. And of course now, many in the community are thinking, how long can this momentum be maintained, and what will be done with the proceeds, especially regarding the Shiba Inu ecosystem. And so let's discuss how Shiba Eternity performed on download day, and let's see what we can expect afterwards. Welcome back to Shib Planet, everyone. This is Ace. Shiba Inu has once again silenced its critics after successfully launching its brand new game, which has ranked #1 in the app stores on day 1. Let's get right to it. Alright, about a day before Shiba Eternity was released worldwide, this is what I tweeted to the community. I said, we'll need at least 160,000 downloads today to rank #1. Do you think we can do it, Shib Army? And I got this information from TechCrunch.com, who answered this particular question. They answered, how many downloads does it take to get to #1 on the App Store? And part of the article says the #1 position on Apple's iPhone App Store in the US has climbed by 37% since 2019. So specifically, it estimated that the App Store now requires approximately 156,000 downloads on a given day to hit the top spot. And at the moment, I don't know what the official download stats are, but I can confirm that Shiba Eternity did in fact rank #1 on the App Store within 24 hours of its launch. And in the card game section, it even beat Uno, which has consistently held the #1 spot in this category for ages. And I find it funny that their title as the world's #1 card game, it didn't seem particularly relevant after Shiba Eternity took their spot. And of course, the media has been covering this quite a lot lately. According to the International Business Times, they say Shiba Eternity makes history, ranks #1 card game on the App Store. And what's interesting is the game ranked #1 in the card category, but in the global overall category, it ranked number 20, which is quite an awesome accomplishment considering it was only launched just 24 hours ago. According to one article, it says Shiba Eternity bags the 20th rank on the iOS store on day 1 after launch. And that just goes to show that's the power of the Shib Army. I think that's the real power of community, and I don't think we've actually fully tapped into it yet, even though we've done some really amazing things to date. For example, like how even when we had half as many holders last year, we launched ShibaSwap and it managed to set a record for the highest TVL in a 24-hour period. Those of you who were here last year, remember on July 7th last year when ShibaSwap launched, the Cointelegraph reported that Shiba Inu DEX ShibaSwap surpassed $1 billion in TVL within 24 hours after its launch. And also like how when the Shiboshis launched, they ranked #1 on OpenSea on launch day, and they even ranked above CryptoPunks and the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And also how they briefly caused so much congestion on the Ethereum network on that day that they were actually responsible for briefly making Ethereum become deflationary because of its token mechanisms. But I digress. Check out this tweet from GossipShib. Shiba Eternity has already managed to bring obvious marketing success, with the number of SHIB holders increasing by 2,220 a day after its launch, and this brings the total number of addresses to roughly 2.19 million, and that's a new all-time high. So pretty much on a day after download day, we've reached an all-time high holders, which is pretty cool. And I guess that's just one of the expected outcomes of an initiative like this. Over time, it's possible that we'll be able to slowly gain more holders, and also I think that's really important, especially for when the next bull run comes. Anyway, I wanted to check for myself, so I went to appfigures.com and I found that indeed Shiba Eternity did rank #1 in the card category. And in this overall category over here, if I have a look at the site, I'm just going to scroll here. We are, I think, now at number 22, which is pretty awesome. And this is the overall category, not just the card section. So we're ranking, around things like Candy Crush, which everyone knows about, and things like Call of Duty. So I think that's a pretty big deal for Shiba Inu after one day. And so let's briefly go over the vision and the strategy for Shiba Eternity in the ecosystem. If you guys want a full breakdown of when I did this particular video, represented by this graphic, I'm going to add a link in the description below, and I'll also put a pop-up card in the top corner over here. But basically, to give Shiba Eternity the best chance for long-term success, download day was organized, and we can already see that it's been a success, at least in terms of numbers. You know, so this has effectively put Shiba Inu on the radar for potentially a whole new audience. Anyway, the proceeds for the game are going to be split as per this allocation here, with 5% going to burning SHIB tokens, and then 45% is going to be split between a proprietary investment initiative and a donation to non-profit organizations, and you know, the details of that have yet to be disclosed. But regarding and also a trade secret, which is going to be this 50%. But regarding this 45% here, I already spoke about it in my previous video, but I didn't talk too much about the non-profit donation part. Whilst it's still unclear how this is going to be distributed, I had a casual chat with Shiboshis recently, and he said that it really, how this is going to be split is going to be, it'll really depend on the need. So for example, sometimes it could be 20-25, and at other times it could be 10-35, for example. Those are just examples. And so what I took from this is that, for example, if there was a disaster somewhere in the world, you know, the community might use the Doggy DAO to vote to increase, you know, the allocation of how this is going to be distributed, you know, for whenever we take proceeds from those profits to support, you know, an area in need, for example. And that's how I see it. Shiboshis spoke a little bit about this on the Discord in his recent chat, and this is what he said. He said, SHIB isn't only about community, SHIB is also about giving back. And he mentioned that Vitalik Buterin, he led this charge with the $1 billion you know, donation to the COVID relief fund, and now we follow in his footsteps by announcing a certain percentage of all Shiba Eternity profits will be donated to non-profit organizations worldwide with absolutely no request or expect of return from those donations. And so in this way, we support the needs of our worldwide community. And in other news, the newsbtc.com recently said all signs prove Shiba Inu is ready for a run. And they go on to discuss some of those things, but it's mostly about technical signals. But here's a signal I'm sure most people would appreciate. According to bitcoinist.com, Shiba Inu bullish signal. Whale withdraws 1.7 trillion SHIB from Huobi, which is the exchange. And so basically, when a crypto leaves exchanges and gets stored in wallets, that's usually quite a bullish signal, or at least it might, at the very least, signify that, you know, sell pressure is easing among traders. But as for me, I've been massively playing Shiba Eternity recently. I have to admit, I've never been into you know, those card battle game types. But I'm really getting into Shiba Eternity. I'm almost on level 15 at the moment. It takes a while to understand the strategic part, but if you watch some YouTube videos and stuff, yeah, there are a few people who have some tutorials and stuff, and once you do get it, it's really quite addictive. But otherwise, I'll let you guys know of any further updates as they happen. But that's it for today's video. If you guys like the way I cover the Shiba Inu ecosystem, the best way you can continue to support this channel is by simply hitting the like button and also leaving a comment, because those two actions will help share quality Shiba Inu content with the community. And once again, thank you so much for watching, everyone. This is Ace. Peace.